When I was young, I was told that music was a dead-end career. Nothing to do, Seth, nothing to write home about. But look at me now. Look at me now. Many people believe that there is no future in farming, but they have gotten it all wrong. Farming can transform lives and transform Africa. It is the bedrock of our foundation. So please join me in telling our leaders to do Agric, because it pays, and we know it pays. So go to one.org now. Please sign your petition and join me and be that agent of change. Let us together change our Africa. The destiny is in our hands.
Oh, stunning promo. D'banj, the Koko master, as he's affectionately known by his fans, has continued to do work for the Do Agric Petition project, and they've partnered up with One. We're going to be speaking about this. The Do Agric Petition is aimed at ensuring and rebranding agriculture among the youth in Africa. Africa's top artists recorded a hit song, Coconut Chocolate, to help promote the agriculture campaign. Now, we're joined in studio by the international artist D'banj, as well as Executive Director of the One campaign, Sipho Moyo. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much.
D'banj, I'm going to start with you, okay? So you are a man that we see on MTV. You rock the gold chains. You inspire many young people to take music up. But now you're inspiring them to take up agriculture?
No, actually, inspiring them to take up our life, our future. You know, when One.org approached me about a year ago, and they told me the potential hidden in agriculture and why and how our youths have not focused on it. And if we do not focus on agriculture, we'll end up begging for food and looking for and dying of poverty. So I decided to join the movement, and I woke up to myself and said, just the same way 10 years ago in Nigeria, if you told your parents you wanted to do music, it was like, are you mad? What are you thinking? What do you want to do? You do it. And now today, every household has a musician or want to have a musician. Same thing I said, if we can do this and we can get the awareness out there and unravel the wealth hidden in agriculture, then we'll end up eradicating poverty. And I'm glad that we did. I'm glad that I joined the movement because it was very successful.
So tell us a little bit about One.org and what your main vision is behind pushing this, you know, advocacy for getting young people involved in agriculture, because the One project actually gets behind a number of different projects, but this specific one is focused on agriculture.
Yes, indeed. It's focused on agriculture because we see agriculture as the biggest single potential sector for, creating jobs, creating business opportunities, and essentially for eradicating extreme poverty in Africa. Already 70% of Africans rely on agriculture for their livelihood. So what better place to start than that sector? And so what this campaign really did was, first of all, galvanize the citizens. In a sense, even just before the campaign, we did a survey asking African citizens what their key priorities were. And one of the things that we heard was jobs. And so we thought that agriculture really struck that chord, on jobs. And then it was really about raising awareness. We worked with farmers' organizations all over the continent. We organized policy forums, which was the first time that anybody brought the voices of the farmers to the policy dialogue table with African leaders to really talk about what the challenges are, what the priorities are, and what the opportunities are. And it was from there that we also then not only engaged the citizens, engaged the farmers' associations, engaged the policymakers, but also the artists, because they have a unique platform and a unique voice when it comes to really sort of speaking to young Africans. 70% of Africa's population is under 30. So who better to speak to them than, the artists and the celebrities, because they have these huge fan bases, they're followers on Twitter, they have Facebook friends. So they're the only people who can really galvanize the youth and bring them to the discussion. And it also helped us to rebrand the image of agriculture, because when people think about agriculture, they think of their grandparents, scratching the soil and, staying poor. So working with the artists was such a great way of rebranding the image of agriculture. And what we really want out of policymakers is to do their bit in bringing the public investment that creates the policy space for private sector to get engaged, that creates the policy space that develops the value chain, because it's in developing the value chain that you can actually create the jobs that we want. You can actually create the business opportunities, the viable business opportunities, that will generate more jobs. And it's when you have 2.2 million African citizens signing a petition.
African youths.
Yes, 2.2.
In 4 months, actually.
Young Africans signing a petition. It's when something like that happens that actually leaders sit up
listen.
and listen.
Of this interview after the break. Let's take it.